Hello everyone. For this video, I'm not going to be talking about Nigerian politics. I'm going to find my way down to American politics. Oh my goodness. The Obamas have endorsed Kamala Harris. So the American election is going to be extremely interesting. Now everything and anything can happen. But for me, one of the things that I want, I hope they are going to ditch is that if they go low, we go high. You know, in 2016, when Hillary Clinton was running to be president, when she was, running against Donald Trump. One of the things, when Donald Trump was doing all of those things he was doing, those obnoxious things he was doing, saying all manner of things, being so disrespectful, especially to women, to people of color, to people who were disabled and all of that. And Michelle Obama had made a statement that actually, caught on and went viral. And it was like, if they go low, we go high. As soon as I heard that statement, I said, what? No way. If they go low, we go lower. Deal with them. After dealing with them, come up shower so that they know that it's a choice not to be there. But now, I will say, if they go low, we go underground. You see that thing that somebody will be behaving badly and then you're trying to look good, you're not taking him on. It makes people to begin to how do I put it, to behave more badly, and you don't know where it's going to end. Because there are a lot of people who think it's the way you insult people, it's the way you abuse people, it's the way you attack people, it's the way you disrespect people. That's what makes you a strong leader. So there are some people who are not, how do I put it, who are not enlightened or educated on what leadership is all about, or who want a certain kind of leadership, bullies. So they want someone who looks strong, someone who is going to be attacking everyone, someone who is going to be saying to people, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to, take this off and all of that. So somebody like Donald Trump appeals to them. If they are doing this campaign and Kamala Harris is sitting down and trying to be a nice girl, there's no nice girl anywhere. You come with fight, we fight. You come with peace, we do peace. Anyhow you want it, we're gonna do it. I think for me that's the message that I'm going I'm sending out to them. I saw the phone call that the Obamas have done to Kamala Harris, saying that they support her, they endorse her. Well, a lot of things, I mean, this US election is going to be an interesting one. For me, it was one that I wasn't really even bothered about. It wasn't even really focused on. They do their thing, but this time it looks it's going to be really interesting, and we'll see how it is. I'm just imagining there will be nothing more poetic, like when you talk about poetic justice, than actually a woman defeating Donald Trump. A woman of color at that. Hey, that arrogance, that talk anyhow, that is base, that feel that they are better than anyone. They want things to go back to how it used to be in 17 something, in the 18th century, where they were bosses and masters just because of the color of their skin, and they using religion to do all sorts of atrocities. So you see that whole base, it will be like But at the end of the day, politics, it is what it is. Everybody has to participate. If people don't come out, if people make the mistake of saying that, oh, we know he should win now, or there's no how that one will win after what he had done and stuff like that, they are going to be in for a whole lot. They're going to be in for a whole lot. One of the things for me, the beautiful thing about Donald Trump's administration is the fact that the way the people in the West, I would say like Americans, we carry their noses up at us and be feeling like, where do you people get these kind of leaders that, that behave anyhow, that are so uncouth, that are so anyhow that you put in, and they are leaders of your country? I'm like, now I look at them with sight, I'm like, now you know how we got them. Now you know how we got it. You two have gotten your own, and you see how it is. And then, you see this almost like cultish base of people who are just on another level, on a la la land, just supporting someone, and the more the person behaves badly, the more they tend to support that person, because I don't know what it is for them, whether they feel that they just have to support that person. So anytime I'm looking at that, I say, you guys now know how we get, this kind of leadership. But for me, one of the things that I really learned from the 2020 American election was the fact that citizens saw what had happened. You understand? A lot of people, and there were many people who never thought that Donald Trump was going to win Hillary. So for them, it was just like, Hillary has got this. Now, why bother? We really don't need to bother. And then the shock of their life when, of course, Hillary lost. And so by 2020, you saw the unprecedented number of people that came out to vote. People that had hitherto never voted in the US. There were people in their 50s, 60s, 70s who have never voted before, but they came out because they knew something was at stake. And that, for me, is one of the things that I keep telling, like, my fellow citizens here in Nigeria, that look, democracy, nobody has the answer to democracy. Nobody has the key to democracy. And for democracy to work, first of all, you need a critical number of people who are educated. You need people who have understanding of governance. So when they are voting, they are not voting out of sentiment, or they are not just staying away from vote, but they are voting because they understand what democracy, is all about. And so that's key. The next thing is participation of people. If people do not participate in the election, there's no how democracy is going to work. Because at the end of the day, the more you stay away, you make it easier for people who ordinarily shouldn't be on office to get into office. Because there are certain people, nature abhors vacuum. People, if you don't vote, people will vote on your behalf. It's as simple as, I've never voted. Some people, it's a thing of pride for them. I've never voted. I don't do politics. I don't believe in democracy. Don't worry. You don't vote. People will vote on your behalf. And you will have to live with the choices that they voted for, whether good or bad. And so you saw how the numbers, people came out, unprecedented number of people, and the number of votes that turned out, because they understood what it is. And so they came out to be able to correct, the fact that they had gotten someone in that nobody ever thought that in the United States, with the way democracy is developed in the United States, that they were going to be able to get that kind of leadership. But in all of it all, it's also the fact that institutions matter. Institutions are key. Institutions are very important. And the fact that Donald Trump, with a whole lot of things that he tried to do and whatever, there were institutions that were strong enough to stand against him and say no. I remember, like the American military coming out to say that, look, we don't have allegiance to anybody. Like some countries, their allegiance is to a queen or to government or whatever. They say no, their only allegiance is to the constitution. And so as president, you cannot come and control the military. Not like what we have here in Nigeria. Military are already jumping, like the current protests that is supposed to be done. Military are already shamelessly jumping up and down and saying that, protesters, people cannot come and protest, whatever. What the heck is the business of military, Nigerian military, in the protests that people are going to do? Go and protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria. You've not been able to protect that. What do you call it? Bandits or whatever have been there, coming after us, destroying our properties, killing our people. You've not been able to protect them. You've been there. They've given you so much money, corruption or whatever is going on there, and they've not been able to do that. And they are here talking that. But anyway, this video is about the American election that is going to happen. So we are here. We'll be watching. And I really got an exciting news yesterday. There's a particular organization in Nigeria. They will be going to go and do hopefully they're going to go and do monitoring. I'm like, yes, we need to be monitoring them the way they used to come and monitor election in Nigeria. We need to also go and monitor election in America, because the whole thing that are going on, the whole craziness, we too will be monitoring. Let's be monitoring each other. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye.